Welcome to Savage Crypto Trading. Today is Sunday, January 26th, 2020. I am Handy Rams. I am a regular guy who started trading Bitcoin in early 2016. The purpose of this video is education and entertainment only. I present to you technical analysis on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. I also present to you my paper trades on my TradingView account. Paper trades are not a direct representation of my actual trades or account information. With that being said, trade at your own risk. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I'm going to go ahead and start with the BLX. This is a Bitcoin Liquid Index. I was doing an analysis earlier and I noticed something about this trend. And I want to go back to late 2015, early 2017 in this area right here. And I want to look at the Bitcoin log growth curves indicator. This is a free indicator on TradingView. All right, so I put that on, and this is what I get. I kind of get this staff looking indicator. All right, so this gives me the trend, the bottom of the trend in early 2016 all the way until early 2017. And Bitcoin trades in this range. It trades in this range for just a little bit over a year until it finally breaks out of it in 2017, in the spring of 2017. And I want to take a look at this. All right, so let me go ahead and mark this. So it starts at the bottom of this range. We get a move up. We get a move sideways. Then we get another move up. We get a move back down. Then we get a move up, move down, move up again, move down, and then it breaks out. All right, it's a little sloppy, but you get the idea. All right, so I'm going to take that off for a second. Take that off. Oh, there we go. Turn that off. I don't want to draw anymore. There we go. All right, so now I want to take this to our current time frame. I'm just going to go ahead and refresh this. This gives you a picture of where we're at today. All right, let me expand this a little bit. So I want to drop this down to the bottom a little bit here. That way I have more room to work with. All right, I'm just saying what if this is what happens. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But this is kind of a theoretical possibility that I had in mind, which I think is very possible. All right, so we'd get a move up just like we did right here. Start here, move up, move back down to the bottom, move back up, move back down, move up, move back down, move back up, move back down, and then it breaks out. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then move up, right? Let's see if I can fix, I don't know what happened here, how it got disconnected, but you get the idea. All right. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, essentially. Let's go back to 2016. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 breaks out, right? So this is what you could possibly be looking at for 2020, which would put us, it could possibly put us close to or at $20,000 before summertime. So that's a possibility. $20,000 by this summer, and then we essentially have another bear market until the end or the peak of the summer of this year, and then shoots back up. So we could play in this sideways range essentially for some time until the end of 2022, and it could possibly be that this breaks out in early 2021, and then we go on this rampage all the way up to uh, close to $160,000 by the end of 2022, or we could extend this out and we'll become at the bottom of it. It's still too early to tell. That's all I'm saying. It's too early to tell, but it's very possible we could play this just like we did in 2016. We played in this between these zones right here in this range. So tell me what you think. Like, subscribe, tick the bell for updates. And I think we'll just go ahead and take a look at where we're at right now. I haven't looked at the price in a minute. And we're looking good right here. Doesn't look like we came down to meet my buy order, but that's okay. I can get in later on down the line, and I'm just going to go ahead and put on my indicators so I can see a little bit better what's going on in the charts. And yeah, it looks like we're moving on up again. So we may not hit my buy order down here, and if we don't, it's not the end of the world. But like I said earlier, if we're going to be playing this range that I was telling you about earlier, I would be looking to go long soon, and then cut it off right at around $20,000 before by this spring. It's very possible. Especially, let me zoom out a little bit. Especially if we move up as fast as we did last year in 2019, we made a parabolic move up. So if we're looking at the same type of move up, I mean, that would put us right at about $20,000 before summer hits. So that, I mean, it would just make sense. I mean, I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen again, but it's very possible. And I think it's actually likely. So, anyways, I'm also in a XRP long. Let's take a look at it. Let me take this off because it doesn't work with this chart. And yesterday we had this massive move down on this trading view chart, but the price on the exchange, on the Kraken exchange, didn't reflect this wick. So I'm not sure what exactly to think of this. But if it is actual price action, that would be very bullish price movement right there. So I'm still long. I'm spot long, because if that was an actual wick down, I would have got it liquidated if I was using margin, but I wasn't. Just spot long, and this is looking really good so far. I mean, if we're looking at a move from the bottom down there, this is a classic bull flag, and all the moving averages are way down there because of that wick down. So I'm going to stay long until anything changes on this, and that's where I'm at right now at this time. Um, so I'll be going live here later on, here in a few hours, And I just wanted to say, uh, just say thanks to the guys who joined the chat. Beautiful Bubble, he's been helping me work on this channel with the HD. It was a big help. So I just want to say thanks, shout out to him for helping me with that. But I'm bullish overall. I'm sure there are other cryptos that we could be bullish on, possibly even bearish on, but right now this is looking pretty good. I'm not, like I said, I'm not an XRP fanatic, but it looks like I can make a good trade on this. It looks good. And if this is going to play out the way I think it is, I mean, this is at the bottom of this range. This is at the very, very bottom. I mean, I don't know how it could go any lower than this. If it does, that would be crazy. But I'm looking at these moving averages that are starting to form on this chart. It's a brand new chart, even though XRP started trading on Kraken in mid 2016. It's still a fairly new asset. But I would be looking at um, taking profit. I wouldn't normally hold an altcoin this long, but since I noticed earlier today that at how far I am at the bottom and how much higher this would have to go just to meet the last all-time highs against Bitcoin, I just have to hold on to it until it reaches at least above these old averages. I'm looking at possibly 160 satoshis, um, not 160, but 16,000 satoshis basically. So yeah, that's my ignorance when it comes to calculating satoshis. So it'd be 16,000 satoshis or so, or even 15,000 satoshis, somewhere around there. But that's above these old moving averages. I don't expect this to outperform Bitcoin any long kind of extended period of time, but we could very well get one of these pump and dumps. And if we do, that's where I'm looking at targeting, is right above these moving averages right here. And I wouldn't expect a bounce off of any of them either. Just shoot up straight through them, and then straight back down through them again. None of these moving averages would have any importance, but the importance being that if price action on the weekly time frame is above these moving averages, I'm looking at taking profit. Likewise, since we're trading below them down here, whenever we're trading below all these moving averages, I'm looking at putting in some buys, right? So that's what I see on that. I'm going to go ahead and end this. I'll see some of you in the live stream later on today. I like to turn on the live stream right before the turn of the day so that we can stream all night. So hopefully I'll see some of you there, and have a blessed day.